This is championship week, and I've been wanting to talk about the games. The Western Conference Final between LAFC and Austin, and the Eastern Conference Final between Philly and NYC. But because there's so much news, off the field news, surrounding the MLS, when it comes to the Apple TV deal and the studio where the pregame, halftime, and postgame shows going to be taking place, and the fact that your favorite local broadcaster, you'll still be able to hear their voice via radio. It's just so much news that's been going on with the MLS off the field, and it's kind of been a little more compelling than the games that's coming up, because it's a lot of anticipation mixed with curiosity to see how the league is really going to operate under this Apple TV deal. This Apple TV deal, this is an important part of MLS history. This Apple TV deal will go down as it's like a highlight in the timeline of MLS history. So this Apple TV is huge. Now, when it comes to the linear, it's most likely going to be, the reports are, the belief is most likely going to be ESPN, Fox, Univision. They're going to split some games or whatever. And also the El Tráfico Rose Bowl. The El Tráfico Rose Bowl is something that I really wanted it to be. I have really wanted to talk more about this in recent weeks, but it's just so much going on in the league that has prevented me not to really talk about it the way I want to talk about it. But next week, I'll start talking about more off the field news and reports regarding MLS, because the off season is really short. It's only 3 or 2 full months, because the MLS Cup championship game will be in November. So it's only 2 full months of an off season. So the league and those connected to the league, reporters, fans, supporters group, we all don't have much time to really transition, to prepare ourselves to transition to 2023. It's all going to be instant. Everybody that's involved. And I'm not only talking about big names, people who work for Athletic or the big media, even independent media, even if you have a small social media channel and you only have 50 followers, everybody who's involved with actively promoting the sport and helping the league become popular and grow in America, you all have a role to play in this. So anyway, I'm going to talk more about this in the off season. So I'm briefly going to give a word of encouragement to the 4 remaining teams. And I'm going to start off with Philly. So Philly, this is your year. You got to have the mindset, Philadelphia, that this is your year. You're the most complete team in MLS. Ever since that summer loss to Chicago, ever since the midpoint of the season where you lost to Chicago, you didn't score any goals. And I challenged you to start scoring more. Because in this new era of soccer, points wins championships. You have responded. And that's why I have respect for you, Philly. That's why I chose you in my bracket to make it to the finals. The not Eastern Conference, but just the MLS Cup finals. Philly, you're the most complete team in this league. You have a good defense and you have a good offense. You can score a lot of points, and at the same time, you can prevent teams from scoring a lot of points. So Philly, this is it. When it comes to the face of the Eastern Conference, you see, the good thing about this, Philly, you're not far apart from your competitors. But you have to get a chip. And it starts this season. It ain't no wait until next year, because we don't know what's going to happen next year. Now is the time, Philly. You have put yourself in this position to win it all. So live up to the expectation. Go ahead and win it all. Philly, let me tell you one thing that you should do to avoid losing to NYCFC. Last year, when the number 1 seed in the East, New England, went against NYC, they allowed the game to go to extra minutes. Even after extra minutes, they allowed it to go beyond extra minutes. They allowed it to go to penalty kicks. And that's how New England lost, because New England, being the top seed, the number one seed, they gave a lower seed, NYCFC, hope that they can win this game. Instead of New England, the team that was better on paper, finishing this game, beating them in regulation, and not giving them any hope that they can win it in extra minutes, New England didn't do so. So Philadelphia, in this game, you want to win it in regulation. You being the higher seed, you never want to give any lower seed some form of hope that they can win it. You start dominating in the beginning minutes, and you continue that dominance throughout the entire 90 minutes. Don't allow this match to go beyond 90 minutes, because if you do so, Philly, you would give the lower seeded team that's coming in with a lot of momentum much hope. Now to NYCFC. NYCFC, you are one of my favorite teams in MLS. Even with the loss of Tati Castellanos, you are still my favorite team in MLS. Because NYCFC, you are a great story of tenacity. You're a tenacious organization. See, NYCFC, you have the mentality of any pitch, any place, any time. We'll be ready. If we have to go play in the desert of Arizona, we'll be ready. If we have to go play in Pikes Peak in the Rockies, we'll be ready. If we have to play in Los Angeles, we'll be ready. If we have to play in a freezing cold blizzard in Canada, we'll be ready. Any pitch, any place, any time, NYCFC is always ready. So NYCFC, they're coming into this game with much confidence and belief in themselves. As a matter of fact, there was a player for NYCFC this week that said, when asked about them defending their title, he said, we're not focused. He basically, I'm paraphrasing, he basically saying, that's not our focus. We're not focused on defending any title. We're focused on getting another trophy. I like that mentality. Because basically what he's saying is, don't define us based on what we did in 2021. 2021 is the past. In 2022, it's a new season. We're done with 2021. We're focusing on now and getting another trophy so we can build a legacy. That's the kind of mentality that champions have. That's the kind of mentality that NYCFC have. And that's why NYCFC is a number one candidate to become the face of the Eastern Conference in MLS. LAFC, what more I can say? The most popular team in MLS. A team full of firepower. And a team that has a lot of young guys on that roster that wants to prove themselves. That wants to prove that they are a real pro. A bunch of guys that wants to prove that they deserve to get a lot of playing time. LAFC, there's no reason why you should lose to Austin. Yeah, I know Austin is coming in hot. But LAFC, you're the better team. And the good thing about you, LAFC, is you don't need the two European stars to get you a championship. Those two guys are just complementary pieces because you play better when they're not on the field. LAFC, I don't have much to say to you, but just get the job done. Get the damn job done, LAFC. You know what Hollywood is expecting of you. You already took down the OGs in the Galaxy. Finish the job. Get the job done. And after you win a chip, if you win a chip, you know what you got to do next. You got the CCL, then the Campeones Cup, then the Leagues Cup. LAFC, get the job done. Austin, continue to pride. Continue to play with pride. I don't know why you believe that you have a lot of enemies, Austin. A lot of people are proud of you. A lot of people are impressed with you. Because based on how you played in the first season, like, realistically, who would expect you to be where you are today based on how you played last season? And last season it was only your first year. So we don't have much information to deal with when it comes to judging you. Austin, you are the feel-good story of the MLS playoffs this year, besides NYCFC. NYCFC, because they're the homeless team and they're still killing it. And you, Austin, you only been in for 2 years And you have already surpassed like clubs like Kansas City and Colorado and Dallas and Houston and Vancouver. You already surpassed them and being the top echelon of the West in only 2 seasons. So I don't know why you're forcing yourself to be some kind of villain. You're not a villain, Austin. We're proud of you. So you go in there, and of course you're upset minded, then pull off the upset. That's my word for you, Austin. Pull off the upset. Now, the two teams that I have winning, okay, this is who I want to see in the MLS championship. I want to see LAFC and NYCFC. That's what I want to see. What I believe is going to be Philadelphia and LAFC. So I want to see NYCFC and LAFC in the championship. But I believe it's going to be Philadelphia and LAFC.